the two demonstrative articles that Bart and Wright put out. It's a big, long name. But part of the name of the articles was facing people in unequal conditions. This is one of the things that, to me, stands out a little bit with this art. One of the things we see is the idea that we're not in a lined-up situation. I have it right here, you have it right here. I have a long sword, you have a long sword. Now, again, I don't have depth. I'm sure there's cases in the historical manuals where that is the case. But one of the things that jumped out at me is that there's this notion that you're not going to be, you're no longer in the South. You're no longer in the gentleman's club. Pardon me, that's the way it was. You're no longer in the gentleman's club of we're going to settle this like men. Now you're talking about a ruffian on the street. And this ruffian on the street, he may not say, well, gee, sir, my weapon is unmatched to yours. Let me get you one that matches. So there's some demonstrations and some tactics that are there to solve problems of, well, what if I have more like an ornamental stick? I just got some little straw to fight with. And he's got some serious, tool, like that log you have somewhere. So there's a sort of a series, there's actually 3 different variations demonstrated that are a tactic for dealing with unequal weapon conditions, and you're on the downside of the unequal weapon conditions. Bigger, heavier stick, more serviceable weapon, they have different types. Basically what the solution is going to be, and we'll practice this, is the solution is going to be to change the range and to come inwards. Because you're not going to be able to exchange at range with whatever your puny weapon is versus their more substantial one. So we're no longer going to try to match them where their strength is. We're going to move in and change the distance. So we're actually going to close in. And we're going to do this not in a counter way. We're going to do this in a preemptive way. We're going to take initiative before the other person gets it. So we're going to attack quickly as a feint, follow that attack in, and get close to the person. So we're going to borrow somebody different. You're kind of my height. What we're going to do, and I sometimes murder the classical fencing form they use with these things. The tactic is to fake hot, to draw a guard, and then to close it. So a very basic demonstration. The first one is I fake it and then I draw a hand guard. The intent is just to draw the reaction and then step in. Now there's various finishes. You can push up, you can push up and scoop the foot. There's a variation where you come in, you push the body back, and you can even go so far as to come into the body. For now, before we get into all the twisting and turnings, let's just practice the basic entry, where one person is going to attack and transition to the point of contact, to the touch, and just play with your balance for a moment. Okay? One close mouth. What if they don't give you this perfect? What if they don't do this? What if they flinch? What if they get, oh my God, don't hurt me? You swing at it, and instead of them giving you, I blocked you, sir. What do you do when they come in? Well, actually, what's that? You lock them and you hit them in the head. Well, yeah, but if they flinch or lean away, you may not actually. Well, no. Let me borrow. Here, Matthew. Let me borrow you again. One of the things I play with doing on off of these is this is just the opportune mechanic in this particular position once you've closed in. This is just the one that presents itself. If, for example, he were to cower down and put the stick down, there's no reason why you couldn't do almost the same thing and push into the body and then belabor him as you might see fit to do. Okay? So the technique conceptually is one thing, and the particular expression is another. And so there's no reason why if he decides to fold in or cower or whatever, why you can't come in and make whatever contact you need to and do the exact same unbalancing act that you did through this arm. You can do here, if he puts his arm in here. Just push him in, shut him down, and then begin to finish him. In fact, in the text, the use of the say punch him in the face. They say close him with the stick, move in, shut him down, and you can punch him in the face if you want. Okay? They don't show pictures of that in the magazine, but it's right there in the text. Punch him in the face. So the idea, what I want you to play with just a little bit as you're closing in, is person receiving. Do something weird with your arm. Other person, your job is to make a point of contact on their weapon arm. Make a point of contact on their weapon arm. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Find one. I would recommend, whenever you can, to make this contact on the arm, to use a hand that has fingers on both sides. One of the advantages of this, people tell me, oh, you're going to use your thumb fingers, whatever. We can talk about that. One of the advantages of having fingers on either side is as soon as, move your arm towards that wall, I feel it. If he moves the other way, I feel it. If I don't have a feeler, you need to pull away. With it on both sides, I have more tactile clues as to what he's going to do to follow. So whether it's up high, or in low, or wherever you have to find it, just keep it there. Okay? Person defending, don't be ridiculous, but do something to thwart the perfect maneuver.